What are the differences between creative teaching and teaching creativity, and how can digital technology support either or both of these? What is creativity? Ken Robinson describes creativity as the process of having original ideas that have value. Therefore, teachers should provide meaning and purpose to their teaching in order to make learning fun and exciting for all children. Robinson explains that the real driver of creativity is an appetite for discovery and a passion for the work itself. When students are motivated to learn, they naturally acquire the skills they need to get the work done. What makes a creative teacher? Berry describes a creative teacher as having a willingness to innovate, to push boundaries, to try teaching things in a different way this time round, perhaps in a way that's entirely original. The new National Curriculum for Computing places a greater focus on creating programs, compared to the old national curriculum, which was based around learning how to use specific programs. This new induction of creativity in the computing curriculum provides children with the opportunity to improve their knowledge and understanding of digital technology in a creative way. There are a range of computer programs that aim to develop children's creativity, such as Minecraft. Spencer argues that there are some valuable lessons about creativity that children learn when they play Minecraft, such as being original and having your own ideas on what you want to create. The program has an open, flexible design that allows the participants to actually create, compared to other more structured computerized games that involve mastering levels. What is the difference between creative teaching and teaching creativity? Much confusion arises between the terms creative teaching and teaching creativity, and teachers need to be able to distinguish between how they teach and what they are teaching. Arthur and Kremen provide an example of creative teaching as a teacher who engages personally and creatively in the classroom, yet fails to provide for children's creative learning. This type of teaching focuses more on the teacher's own creativity, rather than the children's ability to be creative. Arthur and Kremen go on to describe teaching creativity as a teacher who recognizes and makes use of their own creativity, not just to interest and engage the learners, but also to promote new thinking and learning. Barnes agrees that teaching creativity aims to develop children's creative curiosity. He states that the intention of the teacher is to stimulate and develop the creativity inherent in every child in any subject. It is important to note that both types of teaching are often necessary in providing a creative learning environment. The NACCCE argue that teachers can be creative in their own teaching, they can also promote the creative abilities of their pupils. Whilst on placement, I observed and taught a number of lessons that incorporated aspects of computing and creativity. Using Robinson's definition of creativity, I will explore how the use of digital technology supports creativity in the classroom. As part of a maths lesson, I conducted a shape hunt around the school grounds. I gave the children an iPad between pairs and asked them to photograph as many 3D shapes and objects that they could find. The activity was made original through allowing the children to collect their own data. The activity showed value through allowing the children to view and sort their photos using the interactive whiteboard. This activity is an example of teaching creativity, as there was little teacher input into the lesson, and I felt that the children were challenged to think for themselves and be creative in their findings. Granger and Barnes argue that creative teachers tend to place the learners above the curriculum and combine a positive disposition towards creativity and person-centered teaching, which actively promotes pupils who learn and think for themselves. During this activity, the children were engaged and focused on the learning, and it was clear that creativity was taking place. In my future practice, I want to develop my ability to teach creativity and to be a creative teacher, to ensure that learning is made practical and engaging for all children. I will observe a range of creative lessons in order to develop my own practice, gaining tips and teaching strategies from more experienced teachers. I also want to develop my overall knowledge and understanding of computing in order to use digital technology to support creative learning in the classroom. Bray argues that computing should no longer be seen as a standalone activity, and therefore it should be used to support and aid learning throughout all areas of the curriculum.